Okay, folks. So my apologies if the last video I uploaded was a little too animated, or excuse me if I was too energetic in that video or too passionate. I was somewhat sleep deprived and a little bit overamped. So today I just wanted to make a general point about how obviously stuff that you like in the short term can be different than stuff that you like in the long term. In the short term, in the present, say, I might like cinnamon rolls or candy bars or all kinds of things that are sweet to the taste buds but not necessarily good for long-term mental and physical health. But over time, depending on how I feel in relation to my long-term choices, I might actually prefer eating a sort of bland and nutrient-dense diet. Okay. Similarly, when I consume certain kinds of media, like scary movies or violent movies, initially I might think, well, this is like a rush of adrenaline and it's exciting and, it's something that satisfies naturally emerging masculine interests. But over time, when I really think about which movies have had a transformative impact on me and my moral orientation, I think in terms of movies like the Brendan Fraser movie The Whale, or the Will Smith movie 7 Pounds, or The Passion of the Christ, or Schindler's List, or Taken, or, any number of movies in which there's a clear display of altruism. So, by all means, don't meticulously plan every single aspect of life until you suck the joy out of life. But just keep in mind that you have to stay oriented toward your sort of moral North Star. So for most people, that's going to be God or religious practice. In my case, I'm kind of I guess you would say, someone of little faith. So my extent of faith in the divine is something that fluctuates. I struggle a lot with, believing in God. But whether or not I happen to be particularly faithful on a particular day, I never stop esteeming and admiring people who are deeply invested in altruism. So, regardless of what I'm feeling on a given day, or how well rested I am, or how caffeinated I am, or how nutrient dense my diet is within a given interval in life, I always come back to feeling that nothing is more beautiful than people really investing in others. So, especially men investing heroically in others. So, yeah, those are some movie recommendations in case you're not familiar with those movies. And, I think the sort of perfectly spotless conscience is it's a worthy aim in life. And I guess a lot of my high investment writing projects are going to be kind of circumlocuting this topic. In my long form writings, I'm sort of a lot like Dostoevsky or Kafka, and that my writing voice is like neurotic and all over the place. It just seems like the writings of a madman. But I have my mental health under control. You can determine that through interpersonal conduct and law abidingness and a bunch of different factors. But there's a reason why I don't exactly mention my weird writings at parties or, when I'm talking to someone I might want to date or something. I don't think women want to date someone whose writing voice makes them seem like a Dostoevsky character. But yeah, that's all I want to say for now. Stay centrally focused on what is good for your soul in the long term. Okay, you're going to have off days and off moments. That's a normal part of being a human being. You don't have to over-medicate yourself into a drooling stupor that can't utter a single coherent sentence to save its life. But you got to know what's good for the conscience, okay? No matter what you suffer through, you can't lose access to the part of you that wants to keep people safe and happy. I've read some reports about people losing their faith in various ways in upcoming generations, and I just thought, like, reinventing the wheel of morality is difficult, but it can be done, and certain philosophers have done it with varying degrees of success. And, I don't know. If you're giving up on religion, then make sure you find some other sort of commitment that actually gets you to still hone those pro-social virtues. The most important of which, in my view, is compassion. Okay? All right. Thank you for watching, and have a good day, and God bless you.